Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for September 29th through October 10th cover Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, Panic, and Nathan West, Ryan Peavy, finally meeting his namesake son, James West, Gary James Fuller. On Monday, September 29th, Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, is unhappy to find a mystery woman, Veronica Ronnie Bard, Erica Slezak, in the family crypt. Ronnie, reportedly Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charleston's biological sister, may be trying to claim the Quartermaine estate. Ava Jerome, Maura West, offers to help Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, possibly by drugging him, as he's uncooperative. Michael is worried about being arrested for Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson's shooting, especially since he was nearby. Jacinda Bracken, Paige Herschel, a witness, isn't sure the police believe her story. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, discovers new evidence, suggesting Drew might claim he regained his memory and that Michael shot him. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, and Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, argue at the hospital. Willow meets her uncle Nathan, and Nina worries she might speak negatively about her. Nina also has difficult news for Liesl Obrecht, Kathleen Gatti, and Britt Westbourne, Katie Thibaud, stating they'll need each other to get through something related to Nathan. Liesl is overjoyed to be at Nathan's bedside after a presumed 7-year absence. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gron, is in danger, and Ava might intervene. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, insists James has a right to know and meet his father, Nathan, despite Damien Spinelli, Bradford Anderson's potential unhappiness, especially with Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, in a coma. On Tuesday, September 30th, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, has a realization, and Carly Corinthos, Laura Wright, is questioned, possibly about Drew's shooting, as she had threatened him. Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, confronts Britt, likely about her faked death and return to the hospital. Ava arrives just in time, possibly to help Alexis with her alibi, or with Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. Ava and Alexis later chat at Alexis' home. Tracy vows to prevent Ronnie from acquiring the Quartermaine estate, a topic heavily discussed in relation to Monica's house and her memorial. Wednesday, October 1st, brings the reading of Monica's will, causing significant repercussions. Drew is furious, likely due to his inheritance from the will. Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson, searches for Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, potentially to act on her romantic offer. Britt is in shock, possibly receiving a message from her mystery boss. The episode also questions if Britt knew Nathan was alive, noting the coincidence of both her and her brother returning from the dead. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, returns to Port Charles, and viewers anticipate her and Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, potentially sneaking around behind his back. On Thursday, October 2nd, Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, makes a significant decision, possibly about moving back into the Q Mansion, showing signs of reconciliation with Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprugna. Anna and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, have a search warrant, likely related to the shooting, and a planted gun, with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, being a prime suspect. Britt is prepared for tough negotiations. Alexis issues a warning to Sonny, potentially concerning Drew, Rick, or others. Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, and Portia receive life-changing news, possibly Trina informing her mother that Drew can no longer blackmail her, as the leverage has been removed. Friday, October 3rd, features Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, discussing a theory with Portia, possibly about Drew's shooting, or her new relationship with the doctor. Carly seeks out Elizabeth, perhaps to blame her for an earlier interrogation. Joss meets with her WSB boss, Brennan, hinting at a new assignment. Chase reveals information, potentially about bribery evidence found in Drew's safe. Willow is distraught and discovering Drew's implication in the judge's bribe and potentially her death would be a major blow, especially as she relied on him to regain custody of her children. The week of October 6th to 10th sees Willow strategizing her next move, possibly seeking to sabotage Michael or fully supporting Drew's accusation against him to aid her custody case. Joss adjusts her life at home with a less defined WSB assignment. Drew plots revenge against the Quatermains, Michael, and others in Port Charles. Portia moves on, ending her marriage to Curtis and pursuing a relationship with a doctor, likely Isaiah. The narrative questions Curtis's reaction if he were to pursue a relationship with Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper. Sonny contemplates his next move, wanting to protect Michael. Nathan finally meets his son, James, named in his honor. It's poignant that Maxie is in a coma during this reunion, with her return not expected until 2026. Felicia ensures James meets his father. Britt and Liesel have many questions, and Britt's mystery boss contacts her again. An arrest may be made in Drew's shooting, though likely not the actual perpetrator. Ronnie plans to stake her claim, possibly represented by Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. Port Charles is bracing itself for 2 weeks of pure chaos and heartbreak as General Hospital delivers shocking turns from September 29 through October 10. Fans can expect drama that pulls on every heartstring and keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, with familiar faces returning, family ties tested, and long-hidden secrets surfacing when they can do the most damage. The spoilers point to 2 core storylines that will define the next stretch of episodes. Michael Corinthos spiraling into panic as his carefully built life begins to crumble around him, and the jaw-dropping moment when Nathan West's son enters the canvas, shaking Port Charles to its emotional core. These 2 arcs not only electrify the current stories, but also connect to years of history, ensuring that every beat resonates with longtime viewers. Michael's panic has been building for weeks, but during this stretch, it explodes into something much darker and far more dangerous. Haunted by secrets he can't keep hidden, weighed down by choices that threaten to undo his family, Michael finds himself losing control. Spoilers tease that his fear of losing everything, his relationship with Willow, his place within the Corinthos family, his fragile sense of identity, drives him into reckless decisions that only make matters worse. In typical General Hospital fashion, every attempt to fix things seems to unravel further, creating a ripple effect that drags in Willow, Carly, Sonny, Drew, and even Brooklyn. The sense of dread surrounding Michael's arc intensifies with each passing day, and by the second week, his panic spirals to the point where viewers are left wondering if Michael is headed toward a full-blown breakdown. What's clear is that his choices in these episodes will have long-lasting consequences, reshaping not only his own future, but the lives of everyone connected to him. While Michael's descent grabs headlines, the story that will truly shock Port Charles unfolds with the reintroduction of Nathan West's legacy. Fans who remember the tragic loss of Nathan, a beloved GH character whose death left Maxie devastated, have long wondered if the writers would find a way to keep his presence alive. Now, those hopes come true in the form of an emotional reunion that no one saw coming. Spoilers reveal that Nathan's son, long kept off-screen and away from the chaos of Port Charles, finally steps into the spotlight, and the moment he is revealed sends shockwaves through the canvas. Maxie, already struggling with balancing her life and relationships, is left speechless as the child she thought would grow up away from the drama of her past suddenly stands before her. The reunion is emotional, heartbreaking, and healing all at once, giving viewers a rare moment of catharsis, while also raising countless new questions. While Michael and Nathan's son dominate the headlines, other storylines promise to keep Port Charles buzzing with intrigue. Sonny finds himself pulled further into dangerous territory as the mob underworld shifts beneath his feet. Selena Wu and Cyrus Renault remain powerful threats, and Sunny's balancing act between protecting his family and maintaining his empire grows shakier by the day. Carly, never one to stand on the sidelines, becomes more vocal and fiery, especially as Michael's panic collides with Sunny's troubles, putting her right in the middle of the storm. Jason's presence looms large, his bond with both Sunny and Carly tested as secrets come to light and loyalties are questioned. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Quartermain continues to navigate her complicated loyalties to her family and her career. Tracy's influence weighs heavily on her choices, but Brooklyn's heart keeps pulling her in another direction, especially as Chase remains a steady but complicated presence in her life. Tracy herself may find her world turned upside down by a Quartermain bombshell during these weeks, adding her voice to the chorus of chaos already echoing through Port Charles. Elizabeth Weber, ever the emotional anchor, faces her own turmoil as she juggles her role at the hospital with her personal struggles, especially as old ghosts resurface and new challenges threaten her fragile balance. The 2-week stretch also teases Ava Jerome's next dangerous gamble. Ava has a knack for stepping into trouble she thinks she can control, only to find herself deeper in danger than she anticipated. With her ties to Sunny and her entanglements with Austin and Nicholas still hanging in the background, Ava's choices during this period could set her up for either a shocking downfall or a surprise redemption. Her storyline, full of seduction and betrayal, promises to keep fans hooked as she continues to dance on the edge of danger. For viewers who thrive on the emotional core of General Hospital, these weeks will be unforgettable. Michael's escalating panic taps into the legacy of the Corinthos family, forcing him to confront not only his own demons, but the weight of his father's empire and the expectations placed upon him. His unraveling feels both inevitable and tragic, a reminder of how thin the line is between power and destruction in Port Charles. On the other hand, Nathan's son's return offers a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos, proving that love and family endure even in the face of tragedy. The juxtaposition of these two storylines, the panic of a man who fears losing everything and the healing reunion of a family torn apart by death, captures the very essence of what makes GH so compelling. The beauty of these upcoming episodes lies not only in the drama, but in the anticipation of what comes next. Will Michael's panic destroy his relationship with Willow, or will it force him to finally be honest about the secrets he's hiding? Will Maxie be able to embrace Nathan's son without losing herself in grief? And will his presence in Port Charles bring closure or chaos? And how will the rest of the town react as old wounds are reopened, new alliances are tested, and the delicate balance of power shifts once again? As General Hospital charges through the first half of October, fans should be prepared for episodes that deliver everything from fiery confrontations to tearful reunions, from mob intrigue to family drama. Michael's panic may escalate into a full-on crisis. Nathan's son's arrival may change Maxie's world forever, and the ripple effects of both stories will spread across Port Charles in ways no one could predict. For viewers, it's a reminder of why GH has remained a cornerstone of daytime drama for decades. Because no matter how much changes, the heart of Port Charles still beats with love, loss, and the unrelenting pull of destiny. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.